There are moments in life when the clock seems to forget to move forward. When the air hangs suspended, as if the universe itself holds its breath so as not to miss a single millisecond of what is about to unfold. That was exactly how it felt when the ball, struck with the effortless grace of someone who knows every blade of grass, crossed the white line, and the scoreboards, from the giant screens to the phones trembling in the hands of viewers thousands of kilometers away, flickered to 909. It wasn't just a goal. It was a collective sigh. It was the meeting of millions of hearts that, for a brief instant, beat in perfect unison. Lionel Messi didn't just add another tally to his record. With that left foot that has already written entire chapters of football history, he penned a new line in a poem the whole world reads in silence, with tears in their eyes and the absolute certainty that they are witnessing something that will never happen again. 99. It seems like just a number. But anyone who has felt the weight of a decade, of a childhood, of a career built drop by drop, knows that numbers, when steeped in history, cease to be mathematics and become pure emotion. The 909 carries within it the boy from Rosario who fought his own body just to run. It carries the cold nights of training, the scraped knees, the whispered doubts, the doctors who believed, the parents who sacrificed, the coaches who saw past the physique and looked straight into his soul. It carries a packed Camp Nou, the roars that turned into anthems, tears of joy and of pain, the falls and the rises, the conquests that once seemed impossible and became routine. It carries the Argentina shirt, the tears at the Maracana, the silence that turned to applause, the redemption that came not as a gift, but as the inevitable result of someone who never gave up, even when the whole world seemed to doubt. It carries the change of continent, the adaptation, the respect, the humility to start over, the courage to prove that greatness has no fixed address. And now, it carries Inter Miami, the pink and black, the trembling stadium, the singing crowd, American soccer slowly learning to breathe in time with a genius. 99 heartbeats. 99 chapters. 99 times the impossible was touched by hand and turned into reality. When the play began, nothing hinted at its magnitude. The game flowed at its usual pace, the defense compact, the marking suffocating, the spaces tight as if the pitch itself were trying to contain the inevitable. But Messi doesn't play against space, he plays with it. He doesn't run to escape the press, he dances with it. He received the ball like someone receiving a secret, calmly, precisely, with the quiet certainty of already knowing what would come next. 2 sharp touches. A body turn that seemed slow but was pure economy of motion. The first marker slipped away like someone trying to hold water in their hands. The second hesitated, and that fraction of a second was all he needed. That left foot, the one that has already decided finals, silenced stadiums, and made entire nations weep, struck the ball with the tenderness of someone caressing a dream. It rolled low, precise, relentless. The keeper stretched, but the angle was already sealed before the shot was even struck. The net bulged. The stadium erupted. And there he stood at the eye of the storm, composed as ever. A brief smile. A glance at his teammates. A gesture from someone who knows magic doesn't need shouting to be recognized. Because true greatness doesn't roar, it whispers, and the whole world falls silent to listen. There is something profoundly human in the way Messi makes us feel. It isn't just about technique, though that is unquestionable. It isn't just about numbers, though they are staggering. It's about how he reminds us that excellence doesn't need to be arrogant. That talent can be humble. That victory can be quiet. That leadership isn't imposed with a loud voice, but demonstrated through daily example. When he scores number 909, he isn't merely adding one more to his tally, he is returning to the world the faith that consistency triumphs over chaos, that patience outlasts haste, that love for what you do is the only fuel that never runs dry. With every move, he teaches us that you don't need to run faster to go further. Sometimes, you just need to know where you're going. And he knows. He has always known. Think of the people who watched that goal. The grandfather holding his grandson's hand, voice trembling. That's the same one I watched when I was young. The mother crying on the sofa, remembering the child who got his first Messi shirt and never took it off. The teenager in a dark room, replaying the moment in slow motion, dreaming of one day touching the ball like him. The worker who came home late from a shift, turned on the TV exhausted, and at the sight of the net rippling, felt the day's weight evaporate like magic. The foreigner who doesn't speak the language but understands the emotion. The rival fan who, against all instinct, rises to applaud. Messi doesn't just unite fans. He unites generations, cultures, social classes, languages. He is living proof that football, in its purest form, is the only language that needs no translation. And goal number 909 was more than a play. It was a collective embrace. A reminder that, despite all divisions, all crises, all fears, there is still something capable of making the whole world stop and feel, at the exact same moment, the very same thing. And now, 91 remain. 91. It seems small to those who live in the immediacy of social media, of headlines that last hours, of records broken and forgotten by tomorrow. But for those who understand the weight of a journey, they know each of those 91 will be a battle. Every match a chapter. Every training session a promise. Every minute on the pitch a gift. Messi doesn't race against time, he walks alongside it. He doesn't want to reach 1,000 like someone sprinting for the finish line. He wants to arrive like someone savoring every step, knowing the destination matters, but the road is sacred. He has already won everything a player could dream of. He has lifted trophies that gleam under stadium lights. He has heard entire stadiums chant his name. He has seen his face on the shirts of children who didn't even know what a World Cup was. And still, he continues. Not out of obligation. Not for a contract. Not for fame. He continues because he loves it. Because the ball at his feet is still the place where he meets the truest version of himself. Because every goal isn't just another trophy, it's a love letter to the game that saved him, that shaped him, that made him eternal. There is a quiet beauty in how he carries the weight of expectation. The whole world asks, when will he reach 1,000? How long will he play? What's left? And he, with the calm of someone who has watched storms pass and knows the sun always returns, answers with his feet. With the ball. With the patience of someone who needs to prove nothing to anyone. Because true immortality isn't measured in numbers, it's measured in impact. In how many people you made believe the impossible is possible. In how many tears you wiped away with a single move. In how many dreams you ignited with a smile. Messi is already eternal. The 909 isn't a milestone, it's a confirmation. It's the universe saying, once again, you're on the right path. Keep going. Modern football is full of noise. Controversies that are born and die in hours. Athletes turned into brands. Matches treated like products. And in the midst of it all, he remains. An oasis of authenticity. A reminder that sport, at its core, is made of people. Of sweat. Of choice. Beloved. Goal number 909 wasn't just a finish, it was a manifesto. A declaration that magic still exists. That poetry still fits within the four lines of the pitch. That as long as there is someone willing to chase a ball with their heart in their hands, the world will still have hope. May the next ones come. May 910, 925, 950, 999, and 1000 arrive. May each be celebrated not as an obligation, but as a privilege. Because watching Messi play is a gift. It is having the chance to say years from now, with a voice full of emotion, I saw it. I was there. I felt it. And that, in itself, is eternal. The clock will start ticking again. The world will keep spinning. Headlines will change. But 909 will remain. Kept not just in spreadsheets, but in memories. In bar conversations. In tight embraces. In shining eyes. In hearts that, for an instant, beat in the same rhythm. And as long as there is someone who believes in the magic of the game, Lionel Messi will remain living proof that football, in the end, isn't about winning or losing. It's about feeling. It's about dreaming. It's about remembering that, even on the hardest days, beauty still exists. Poetry still exists. A man with a ball at his feet, making the whole world stop and, for a few seconds, believe that everything will be all right.